Hello, welcome to the latest video blog for Stamp and Coin Mart magazine. In the article in the magazine this month, I talked a bit about the history of postcards and how the form came to be at the beginning of the 20th century. I thought in the video I would talk through that in a bit more detail and show you some of the examples that I've got of the different stages of the postcard. First up is the official postcard from 1870. So between 1870 and 1894, the only postcards that could be sent that took advantage of the halfpence rate, which was half the cost of the letter rate, were these very plain looking postcards which were issued by the post office. They were all printed by a company called De La Rue, and the stamp already came on the postcard. You can see in the top right hand corner. The address had to be written on one side, which was actually thought of as the front, and then any message went on the back. Now that really limited what you could do with a postcard, so as I say, for pretty much a generation they were very bland objects. Then we got to a stage where people were campaigning to make postcards in the UK as nice, as attractive as those on the continent. And there were a series of campaigns with the likes of the MP Henneke Heaton and postcard manufacturers like Adolf Tuck, until we got bigger postcards and postcards that then were attractive to publishers for actually putting images on, and with changes in technology that became easier. So the next stage of the postcard was something like this, which has an image on the front as well as message, so as well as space left for a message around the image. But as you'll see, the address still went on one full side of the postcard. And in fact, the card had to say the address to be written on this side. So that was up to about 1902, and then in 1902 a publisher called Hartman drew a line down the back of the postcard, splitting that side so that you could have the address on the right and the message on the left, leaving one whole side for an image. And that is the postcard that we've got today. Now, one of the favourites I've got in my collection is this one, which was sent in September 1903 to an R. Wade in Devon, and the sender is clearly discovering the new format of the postcard for the first time, and he writes in the message side on the back, "Never noticed this space, what's it for so long?" And that was sent in September 1903, and ever since, that's it. We've had the front with the image and the back split between the message and the address. And this form of postcards is what's known as a divided back. So that's the history of the form of the postcard, and I hope that adds to the article in the magazine this month.